What's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another quick post-fight analysis video from UFC Fight Night yesterday afternoon. Yanan versus Joselyne Edwards. First off, I have to say shout out to Joselyne Edwards. She was able to go in there, put on a good showing for her very first fight in the UFC. And won a very solid UFC debut. I was very impressed with Joselyne Edwards in this fight. The rhythm and the significance of this fight definitely changed. It definitely turned into like a much more needed fight that I needed to see, more so than if it was Betch Coer versus Yanan. No disrespect to Betch Coer, but that was going to be her like retirement fight anyway, and she was just kind of going in there against a lower ranked bantamweight. But to me, for somebody like Joselyne Edwards, it definitely means more because the significance just went up because this is her UFC debut, and she was going in there against a tall, long fighter in Yanan that was going to be a good test for her. And she was. It was a good test on the feet, but I feel like Joselyne Edwards, again, she did what the MMA judges wanted. She scored the better shots. She made better use of the takedowns from Yanan. Showcased good ground game, some nice leg kicks in there. And to me, she fought very educated in there. She really had a solid way of kind of balancing out her gas tank in there. She never looked gassed, even from working in these clinches, throwing big shots, working off her back on the ground. By the third round, she still seemed like she had enough in the tank, and that's what I like to see from young fighters on the come up like Joselyne Edwards. So real quick, man, just going back and looking at the first round, Yanan, she started off with some good leg kicks from the outside. She was going to the body with the kicks, but Edwards, she closed in, started timing Yanan, and landed a good left hook, clipping Yanan. And I think Yanan was hurt from that shot because first thing she did, closed in for that clinch. She got the trip and the takedown. But this is what I said in my prediction. I did on the live stream the other night. I said that if the fight goes to the ground, it's going to be more in favor of Joselyne Edwards because this is her game more so than it is Yanan. It'll be Yanan on the feet all day. But when it went to the ground, Edwards was on the bottom. She lets Yanan in the guard, goes straight for that armbar attempt, and almost gets it. It was kind of a scary moment for Yanan, but Yanan, she looked like she was in trouble, but she was putting that pressure while she was on the top of Edwards. Edwards, she was on her back, but she would not let that arm go. She was not going to let that arm go, but Yanan, she avoided extending. Like, she didn't try to slam her. She just kind of like put more and more pressure until Edwards let go. And Edwards held on for a pretty good majority of the round, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes of the round. So I had to give Joselyne Edwards a round off of that. Plus, whenever Yanan got free, Yanan tried for a Kimura, but Edwards, she was slippery. She scrambled out. She got on top of Yanan and almost looked like she was about to finish her with some ground and pound, but Yanan, she survives that. And Edwards, she maneuvers to the back, almost tries to go in for a rear naked choke on Yanan. So very slippery on the ground, like I said. And I think Joselyne Edwards, even though she got taken down, she made better use of it. The second round, Yanan, back to the distance fighting. She was landing a few good leg kicks, moving more, feinting more, kind of doing the little kung fu moves with their hands. She was kind of in and out with that, pressuring Edwards. But I think the stand-up was favoring Edwards because Yanan was much more fluid landing combinations, but Edwards, she was more so throwing and landing the better efficient shots. Like whenever Yanan would step in, she'd catch her with 1 or 2 good shots. And every time she would do that, Yanan would try to take it to the ground. She goes for a takedown, and Edwards, she kind of rolls with it, winds up on top, lands some good strikes on Yanan. Edwards, she was looking to bait, but she gets a little she was looking to bait when they went back to the feet, and she got kind of restless with Yanan because Yanan was trying to keep that distance. But then Edwards, she goes in for the attack. Like, she throws a 1, 2, 3, but when she falls, Yanan tries to jump on her, and that's whenever Edwards, she gets in this position. Joselyne Edwards gets in this position, and she throws this like double up kick and hits Yanan right in the face. And I thought Yanan was about out, because it caught her, like both feet caught her in the face and it kind of knocked her back. So I was like, oh crap, she's about to get knocked out here. But she didn't. She was able to survive, and Edwards got back up. And again, this was another more of I'd say it was more educated round for Edwards, and I feel like Edwards, she won a chess match in this round because she was able to kind of nullify the volume striking of Yanan in this round, and again made better use of the ground even off of her back. She was able to throw offense off her back And, you know, that's what judges look for again. Better significant strikes. So I gave the second round to her as well. Third round, Edwards, she opened up with some kicks of her own, now going to the body. And, you know, she's landing some good kicks to the lead leg, timing Yanan again. And Yanan's turning it up with some good 1-2s, stepping out. But I like the stiffer shots from Edwards to the body. You know, she's going to the body, leg kicks. She's being more committed to doing damage. And while Yanan's trying to touch and go, Edwards, she's landing her shots. She's letting them go. Yanan steps in. I think it was a couple of times she did hurt her too. Like, I think it was a part where there's a part even in the second or third round where Yanan was on her back and Edwards just like let go. She let like 2 or 3 fists go, where again I thought she hurt Yanan. Then standing up, she caught her with another right hand and kind of rocked Yanan. So I was like, okay. I was like, she knows how to pick her shots. She's a very educated fighter in there. So I really got to give it to her, man. I think she really put in some good work in the third round, hurt Yanan a few times. So I had it 30-27. I had it 30-27 for Joselyne Edwards all the way. I really got to give her credit. I felt like she fought a very patient, effective fight, had very good stamina all the way through. I think this third round, it was a little closer due to the activity because Yanan tried to turn it up. But I definitely felt like Edwards did the more effective work once again. And she knows how to be effective and educated. That's very important in any combat sport. So, yeah, man, moving forward from here, I'm glad to see Edwards, you know, put on a performance like this. She won her debut. So, moving forward in the bantamweight division, you know, I'd like to see her fight some of these lower-ranked fighters, kind of graduate. Hell, I'd like to see her in there with either Vanessa Mello or Sarah Morris. Maybe even like Sarah Morris, you know, just to kind of test out her skills over that veteran and put the pressure on her and make her fight. You know, even somebody like Sajara Eubank, that would be a good fight for Joselyne Edwards. But yeah, this is what they need in the bantamweight division. They need fighters like this. I actually got to give Yanan a lot of credit too at 135 here. You know, she's probably somebody they're going to need because she came in there to fight as well. You know, so yeah, Joselyne Edwards, Yanan, fighters like that who can, you know, get better and better and evolve. That's what's needed in the bantamweight division. But yeah, man, let me know in the comment section, guys, what y'all think. Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see Joselyne Edwards face from here? Should Yanan go back down to 125? Let me know, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.